him Sir Jim after the first season. But hey, Joel, you are a truly amazing warrior for life and longevity.
Well, it's very kind. Thank you.
You mentioned you were doing autopsies. I remember reading an article about autopsied American KIAs from Vietnam who had advanced stages of arterial sclerosis, and these
yes,
brilliant pathologists in Connecticut ultimately tracked it to the consumption of homogenized bovine cow dairy products.
Jeez.
So I then found an article in a science journal entitled "Homogenized Milk Will Kill You." Okay, so I ended all that, and I went into drinking really high quality goat milk and eating goat cheese, raw goat cheese, I must say. And I eliminated Teflon pans in favor of the ceramic,
good point,
green coated pans.
Well, this is the sort of thing we were talking about earlier, that you have to do two things. You have to make your environment safer by getting rid of all the negative things. And the interesting thing about this goat milk and goat cheese is these Sardinians are the longest-lived peoples in the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean diet's a whole other story, but they live 30 years longer than the Greeks and the Italians because they live on goat's milk and goat's cheese, red wine, and sweet potatoes. They do not eat wheat. They don't use olive oil. They don't eat pasta.
Gosh, I thought olive oil was great for you.
Well, that's what the people who sell it say.
What would you recommend? What kind of oil would you recommend?
None, zero. All oils are bad. They oxidize and turn into inflammatory things, as your guest caller said, you do not want to use olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, and cooking oils because they inflame the inside of your arteries, cause them to clog, cause kidney failure, vascular dementia, glaucoma, coronary artery disease. You do not want to be eating oils. This is all I'm
going to give up eating, Joel.
This is all the advertising campaign between Procter & Gamble and the American Heart Association. And the American Heart Association drove people all the wrong direction in exchange for that $1.7 million in 1914. Okay? And this is why we have a problem. Cholesterol has nothing to do with clogged arteries. Okay? Cholesterol...
I still don't know the difference between good and bad cholesterol.
Okay, well,
I don't know the difference.
Okay, well, good cholesterol is cholesterol that has not been oxidized. Okay, bad cholesterol is cholesterol that's been oxidized by eating fried foods or oils. And it turns into, like any other fat, if you oxidize it, it inflames your arteries. But cholesterol is not the problem. Cholesterol is an essential nutrient like vitamin A. A cholesterol deficiency causes Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a physician-caused disease, and even the FDA knew this in February of 2012 and told doctors to stop prescribing statin drugs to lower their cholesterol. And they named all the statin drugs in this email to get your patients off of these things, because if they're on them for 5 years, they will get an increase in risk of type 2 diabetes by 52% and Alzheimer's disease by 100%.
And can it affect your liver, too, statins?
Oh, absolutely. Your liver, your kidneys, and then you start eating these other bad foods, which puts more load in. Then you throw the stress in, which puts more load on. There's another pebble on that pan, okay, and it's just...
I had heard, though, if you had heart issues, statin drugs were pretty essential.
No, that's not true. Again,
that's
even
what
the FDA said in February of 2012, get your patients off of statin drugs. Okay, I said it in 1971. I wrote the first paper on it.
Do you have that article on Critical Health News? Get it up there if you would.
Okay,
I'd like to see that.
Okay, it was published in a Danish international journal, and it had to do with my 20,000 autopsies on 454 species of animals and
okay, I'd like to see
humans.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, you take somebody like Steve Jobs. He died at 56. A billionaire.
A billionaire.
The brightest guys in the 20th century. He died at 56 because he made a wrong decision.
He did make a wrong decision.
Yes, he did. He chose poorly. He believed the vegans and said, look, I'm going to protect the earth. I'm not going to eat meat. I'm just going to eat plants. I'm going to hire the top vegan chef. And the vegan chef cooked everything for him in extra virgin olive oil and killed him as sure as they shot him in the head.
He should have supplemented.
He should have supplemented. He was an unsupplemented vegan, and they killed him at age 56.